right, good afternoon. Cuerto, hello. Should have done GA yesterday. I think today is also quite nice. So I picked Nova Scotia. I thought, you know what? Let's do a bit of Canada. So what are we doing? We are basically going to do the whole of Nova Scotia. We've got 5 stops. Oh, sorry, 1, 2. We've got 3 stops on the way before our final destination. Oh, have I forgotten the last one? Hold on a sec. What's the last one? Wait. I think that's CYQI. CYQI, yeah. I forgot the end of the last one. There we are. The CYQI, Yarmouth. So, what do we have planned? We're in the Bonanza today. Yesterday I did the Baron. And we're in the Bonanza today. We are flying from Sydney, Canada. Not Sydney, Australia. Sydney, up to down to Port Hawkesbury. We'll do a bit of a touch and go at Hawkesbury. And then we'll fly on to Trenton. And then Liverpool, Canada. And then Yarmouth. Not the Great Yarmouth, but Yarmouth. All in Nova Scotia. In the Bonanza today. So, bit of touch and goes. I can also test the reset progress bar and flight phase as we do the touchdown. So, yeah, should be nice. It should be nice. Wow, what am I doing here? There we go. All right. So, the Bonanza. Another masterpiece. Let's jump into the cockpit. Let's have a look, actually. So this is, what's this? This is Sydney. All right. A bit smaller than the Sydney we all know, but yeah. All right, let's get things started. Let's remove that. Let's just check this first. We're going to put in a lot of fuel. All right. Because, so we'll put some in the tips. There we go. Where is the fuel thing? The fuel is there. So left tank. So we just got to keep an eye on these. Let's have a look. Hold on a sec. So there's the left tank, right tank. Okay. So we're okay. I think we're good. Actually, let's drop them and let's increase this one. So that should give us enough fuel so we don't run out of fuel like we did yesterday. Although we did land successfully. Okay. Let's pop on the batteries. There we go. Chewy! Oh! Chewy nuts, hello. How are you? Hermano, ¿qué pasó? Doing GA today, no airliners. Yesterday I did GA and today we're doing GA. Okay, avionics master can go on. How you doing, Chewy? I hope you're well. All right. Flight plan. Let's import the flight plan from SimBrief. There we go. Okay. And okay, there we are. So those are all our airports we're going to be flying direct to. And yeah, GA is beautiful, man. Beautiful. Right, we're going to 5,000 feet. Low, slow. There we go. And let's just set that up as well. And everything is good here. Right, let's get the old fuel pump on. Is there a fuel pump in this thing? Hold on. No idea. Fuel flow is there. Where's the fuel pump? Auxiliary, there we go. So fuel pump on high. Let's check the fuel flow. That is the fuel pump, isn't it? Okay. Off. Let's start the engine. So let's go. Oh, sorry, fuel pump. There we go. All right, now that'll work. So we got some fuel flow there. We got fuel flow. All right, perfect. Let's there. And let's get a bit of throttle going and start the engines. There we go. All right, Chewy. Yeah, always welcome, man. It's so nice to see you. There we go. Barrow is good. All right. Okay, alternator, standby. There we go. Alternators are on. Blower. Let's go on low. Beacon is on. Nav is on. We'll go panel and taxi lights on. Let's get our temps going. So, cabin. Target is 2 degrees at the moment. Let's put some heat on. There we are, 20 degrees, 21 degrees. That's okay. 20 degrees and we're okay. Engine is good. Payload is okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see, the first VOR. Let's have a look. So our first stop is going to be Port Hawkesbury. So we are flying out of Sydney and then down towards Port Hawkesbury. Okay, let's go. Let me have a look. Where are we going? We're going down there. Okay. So let's go. GSX 1228. There we are. All right. Let's go. Don't think there's any traffic here at the moment. Let's just check. Where are we? CYQY. Oh, I haven't done my flight plan, sorry. I haven't pre-filed. There we go. VATSIM. Pre-file. There we are. And there. Let's get on to VATSIM. Hold on. So we are altitude 5,000 feet. So our first is going to be CYPD. So let's put the flight plan in here and we'll go to the map here and we are good. All right, so let's connect. There we are. We're in the BT 36. So beach, there we are, that one there. Connect. Okay, let's go. Parking brakes released and let's go. All right. Look at that, where the clouds, man, they look a bit sketch. Okay, sorry, Sydney traffic, Golf, Foxtrot, Papa Victor, backtracking to runway 06. We don't need any flaps on this runway.
Traffic.
We should be good. I hope it doesn't cut out if it's complete idle. G'day, mate. Just bought 20. Any tips for switching over? Very slowly. Just, I mean, make notes of everything, right? I mean, you know, just make notes. The sceneries have got to be compatible. Remember that? There we go. Okay, lining up. Sydney traffic, Golf, Foxtrot, Papa Victor, lining up runway 06. Okay, here we go. Let's switch off. Let's close that window there. There we go. Sydney, yeah. Canada, not Australia. I know. I'm flying to Liverpool and Yarmouth as well. Yeah, Nova Scotia. Okay, we're good. Let's get out of here, shall we? Oh, why do I have that on? I don't know why I have that on. So let's switch that off. There we go. No need for that. All right, let's go. Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. And landing. There we go. Okay. We don't need any of that. We can go strobe. Everything else is okay. We don't need pitot heat. Or do we? What is it? Minus? Yeah, go on then. We'll put pitot heat on. And let's go. What did I see on the runway just then? Okay, gear up. There we go. All right, let's do, there we are. We'll fly runway heading for a little bit. Ijaz, assalamu alaikum. There we are, and let's just arm and engage. There we are. Drop our nose a little bit. There we are. We'll go to 4,000 feet. Oh, sorry, 5,000 feet. Okay. Say you, hello. Doing a bit of GA today, Nova Scotia. Beautiful sounds. And we'll get to 5,000 feet. It is, isn't it? There we are. We're a nice toasty 21 degrees in the cockpit. Okay, let's go out a bit and see where we're going. All right, a bit more. And then we'll intercept. We are going to Port Hawkesbury. We'll land there. There we are. We'll land there. Well, I don't know. I actually prefer it without the headphone cancelling. So that's our departure. There we are. And we're going to be heading to Port Hawkesbury down there. We're going to land and then take off to our next destination. We've got 5 airports we're visiting. And hopefully I got enough fuel this time. We had to land yesterday in one engine on the Baron. But yeah, that was alright. So we're getting our cruise. We can maybe bring our prop down a little bit. There we are. So we brought our prop down to 2,500 RPM. There we are. We're good there. And our when we get to cruise, we'll bring that down to about 25 as well. This is the turbocharged version. Alright, 25 degrees in the cabin at the moment. So let's cabin 31 degrees is the target. No, that's not what we want. So let's, there we go, 20 degrees. That's what we want. $4,000 feet, heading to 5,000 feet for our cruise. There we are, breaking through the clouds. Okay, maybe we do put that in. There we are, noise cancelling. There we are, 5,000 feet. And we'll start our descent shortly into Port Hawkesbury. Right, let's reduce our throttle there to 25. Sorry, where are we? Manifold pressure, we can bring that down to 25. There we are. Perfect. Slightly reduce our, bring our knots into the green. Lovely. Maybe 23, I think. 23 on the manifold. There we are. There we go. Lovely. 23. Bring that down into the green. 23 inches of mercury in the on the manifold pressure. RPM at a steady 2500. And that should be good. So we're over water. Bit cloudier than I thought today. And 29. So let's have a look what my approach needs to look like for let's have a look. 287. Okay. So what we can do is we can go to heading mode. There we are. And I want to land here. So there. So let's have a look at Dutit. What's that? IGVAT. Is that? IGVAT. Yeah. Let's go to IGVAT. So let's look at our flight plan. Wait a second. Let's go to our flight plan and add. Can I add that? Insert after. What is it? Dutit. So let's go insert after Dutit. There we are. Enter. So that's where we are going to go. And then we will land at Port Hawkesbury. So let's set our heading. Let's see if that works. Out. There we are. Okay. Perfect. Let's go heading 240 and heading mode. Or 210. That would be good. There we are, look at that. Okay, heading to Dutit, and then we will head on into the airport at Port Hawkesbury. Sorry about the clouds. Let's switch over to the right tank. There we are. On the right tank now. We want to try and get it sort of similar. So there's half in the left tank. Thought I had a bit more fuel, but okay. We'll put more when we land, I think. So 22 nautical miles to the waypoint. Lovely. Okay. So we are currently heading to, oh, let me just put that into the add waypoint. There we are. So that's where we are. We're currently heading to Dutit. There we are. And then we will land at Port Hawkesbury. And then we'll just have a look around and then we will leave. .287 is our runway heading, so let's have a look at 287. So there's 280, 90, so 287. There's 270, 280, 290. About there. Have we got any VOR there? I don't think we have. Let's have a look. Nope, nothing there. No radios, nothing. So it's a visual approach. Come on now. So 9 miles to the to that, and then we've got five miles. So let's start descending, shall we? Let's descend to let's see, just have a look. What should I descend to? 29. Let's go down to 2,000 feet. There we are. And let's just increase it to about 800 feet per minute, and we'll be good. Arm and engage. There we go. Starting our descent. Reducing our power. Shawnee, hello, mate. Seriously, I can't get this general aviation out of my. I'm addicted. Second flight. I'm loving my G. I'm loving GA. What can I say? Right, we're about to land at our first airport. We've got 5 airports. Well, 4. We're going to hit 4 more airports along the length of Nova Scotia. Let's increase our descent. Pull back on the throttle a bit. Come on, I need to get down a bit quicker than this. I'm well, Sean. How are you doing, man? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I know, airline flights, eh? Nice, low and slow, man. 5,000 foot cruises. Beautiful scenery along the way. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? I mean, it's a bit cloudy here at the moment, but hopefully that will change. It will get better. Right, there's our waypoint. 3,000 feet. Yes, it does, man. It does. Look at it. I mean, come on. Okay, we're at 2,000 foot, hopefully. And we're going to start taking this over manually. There is, it's a pure visual approach. Look at that. Okay, 5 miles to the airport. Okay, we're going. Let's go. Autopilot disengaged. There we are. And let's bring this right down. Where is the airport? Where is the airport? Let's find it. Can't see nothing. But it's there. It's there. It's right here. Shit. It's right here. Give me some lights. Landing gear down. Is that it there? There it is. I got it. Okay. Flaps. Right. There's the airport. Oh, we got a bit of rain. So we'll see. My progress bar obviously is not full because it's not the full flight. So we're only at the first airport. But I will reset it on the ground with the new feature of reset the progress bar. We've got a bear. Look, there's a bear. Right on the threshold. There was a bear. There was a bear. Look, walking across the threshold. Yeah, I should get out. Hold on, what's that? Look at that. Look at that. Got bloody animals on the we got a load of stuff there. What's that? Okay, so this is Port Hawkesbury, sorry. I know. Should just get out. This is Port Hawkesbury. We're going to just turn around and we'll take off again. So here I can just leave the engines running, okay? And in StreamFlight, I've got this thing here. So in StreamFlight, because I did an unscheduled stop, you'll see my progress bar, okay? And it's showing taxi in. So in StreamFlight, I can hit this thing here and everything goes back to normal. So now the progress bar has disappeared and the pre-flight has come on. So now I just turn around and get out. Oh, what did I hit? I hit this. Reset progress bar and flight phase. That one there. Yeah. And now, you see, it started again. I just started my taxi and it's saying taxi out. So we're going to taxi out to the beginning of the runway and take off again. There we go. All right. And that's in the new version. That's in the new version. It's 2.2.0. It's there. Right, let's go. We're going back. Let's take off. We've still got those raccoons, I think they are. There's the raccoons. You see them there? Right, let's go. Let's see if the bear is still there. Yes, you are, Sean. You are. Okay. Flaps up. We don't need flaps. We can get off the ground without flaps. Right, we're going to our next airport, which is Trenton. We're flying to Trenton now. It started to rain. Let's see, is that bear still there? Okay. So the progress bar will start again. Is the bear still here? Let's have a look. Can I see the bear? It was casually walking across the threshold, or before the threshold. No. No bear. Okay, let's turn it around. Let's get out of here. All right. There we are. Let's just set up our... Let's go and set that to 500. There we are. And set that to 5,000 feet. And let's get out of here. All right. Heading. And let's go. And we go to takeoff. Oh, why didn't it change? Let's see. Let's see what it does. Oh, I got a little bit of a snafu there. It should have detected the takeoff. Let's fly runway heading, arm, and engage. There we go. All right. Okay, got a little bug there, so I have to fix that. Don't know why it did that. Which is good because I am doing some work on it, so I haven't tested this properly. All right, we're climbing. Why am I not? Okay, it needs a bit of work. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's go nav. There we are. And let's get back on. What's the next airport? It is Trenton. And we will fly to Durid. So let me add that waypoint. Durud. So let's go here. Sorry. There. Let's go to our flight plan. And add after that, insert DURUD, Canada. No. Durud, Canada. That's the one. There we go. Okay. Okay. So let me just make note of that on the hard reset. It doesn't... interesting. I will fix that. I did test it before release. That's weird. I don't know why. Something has happened. Okay. Okay, we're heading to Trenton. There we go. 3,000 feet. Heading to 5,000 feet on the cruise. There we go. Whoops. My bad. So the progress bar is not restarting. Okay. I need to figure that out. There we are, 5,000 feet in the clouds. Maybe we'll drop to 4,000. So we're just below the clouds. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That's better. 4,000 feet is a good ceiling. So let's see, runway heading for is 243. So let's set up 243. So that's 245. There we go, 243. There we go. Lovely. 4,000 feet. Bring that down so it's in the green. Tony, hello. Some nice low and slow in Nova Scotia in the Bonanza. We just touched down at our first airport. Now we're heading to the second airport. We're heading to a place called Trenton, and then Liverpool, and then Yarmouth. All in Canada, nothing to do with the UK. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Let's do a flyby. Ooh. So we're going to set this one as well. What is this? Let's have a look. Is that Trenton? We're coming in on 2-4. So 2-4. 1900 feet. So let's get to 19. Let's set it up. So 1900 feet. There we are. All right. $20 nautical miles to the waypoint. So good. So our runway heading we've set up, so we know which way we need to fly. $4,000 is good. We're just under the cloud ceiling, so that's nice. Oh, let's switch over to our left tank. There we are. So if we see our tank, there we are, and let's start using the left tank. Right, let's drop down to 1900 feet. So let's arm that and engage. There we go. And we can start to just pull back on the throttle, manage our speed. There we are. Bring it to 150 or thereabout. Nice scenery. I mean, at 4,000 feet, it just looks stunning, doesn't it? So that's where we are, right there. And we're heading into Trenton. Let's increase our rate of descent. Lovely. We're looking okay. We should have a bit of weather. It should be clearing up at some point over there. But then we've got some weather here and then clear at our final destination there. Need to put some fuel in. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think we need to put some fuel in. There we are. We're okay. Let the nose come up. Speed will drop. That's okay. We're good. There we are. Let's just keep our speed nice and steady. Little bit of speed. There we go. 1700 on the manifold. Should be nice. There we are. Runway's over there in that cloud. Look at it. I mean, it just looks really, really different at 4,000 feet, doesn't it? Okay, starting our turn towards the airport. And we should be bang on the heading. There we are. Okay. Okay, I have control. Okay, let's start our descent. Should be right in front of us. Stay on the heading. And let's drop our gear. Let's slow down. There we are. We can go there. Where is this runway? Where is it? There it is. Got it. Right, let's bring it right slow. Right, let's go. Flaps full. Bit high, but that's okay. We're okay. Oh, a bit of a hill, eh? Oh, we got some power lines. Who put those power lines there? Okay, we're okay now. We've got animals on the runway again. There we go. There we go. Lovely. So this is Trenton. Right. There we are. Quick look around Trenton and let's get out of here. Right, let's reset. There we go. Goes to pre-flight. Let's check this again. So we've got 183 nautical miles. Okay. Wait, let's set our altitude again. So we're going to go to 4,000 feet and let's go and climb 500. There we go. All right. Ooh, we got geese. Geese. Okay, let's go.
Glide slow.
Oh no, wait. Let's put a bit of fuel in. Fuel, payload. There we are. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go. Okay, there we are. Right, next airport is Liverpool. Slightly longer flight. Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Pratt, hello. Thank you. I try. Okay. Let's go. So hold on, before I do that, let's have a look at Liverpool. That's a long old flight. Let's go and add. So let's go to the flight plan. Flight plan. We are going to go to Levod. So let's go here and enter L Lima Echo Levod. There we are, and enter. Okay, that's all we're going. Track 17 degrees. We're okay. All right. Okay, let's go. Oh, we got some possums. Hold on a second. Like raccoons or something crossing the runway. Right there. What are they? Oh no, they're wild boar. Okay, let's go. There we go. Landing gear up. Okay, perfect. David Robertson, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Just doing some low and slow. Yeah, I've been flying so many airliners. I thought, you know what, bit of GA. So yesterday we did the Baron. Where were we yesterday? We did the Baron in Sweden. And today the Bonanza in Nova Scotia. So we're doing the whole length of Nova Scotia. And we're now heading off to Liverpool. That's where we are, Nova Scotia. And we're heading down now to Liverpool, passing Halifax and all the way down to Liverpool. Oh, now the progress bar is running. So why didn't it run the first time? I need to understand why. Interesting. I hate it when it's a fault like that. Okay, 18 degrees. Let's have a look at our target temperature in the cabin. 25 degrees. Let's bring that down a bit. 22 degrees. There we go. Nice and toasty. And there's the flyby camera, courtesy of StreamFlight. I think it looks stunning. I think it looks stunning. Especially in GA. Right, let's let's get to our cruise altitude, then we can slow down our throttle. We can decrease our RPM and our manifold pressure. Coming up to 4,000 feet. The weather should clear, hopefully. So our weather should clear. That was not bad. The landing reports are very different, aren't they? Depending on software you use. So the weather should clear as we come out by Halifax, or just before Halifax is Halifax. And then we got weather again. I don't know what the ceiling height is. We might have to lower our altitude. Maybe 3,500 is yeah, let's do 3,500. Let's stay at 3,500 feet. We got rain. There we go, lovely. All right, let's bring our manifold pressure to 25. There we are, and our torque can go to 25 as well. There we go. All right, let's have a look at our fuel. Our fuel is good. We're on the left tank. Is that coming down? Is that coming down? Let's go to 23 on the manifold. Or 24. Let's try that. Yeah, that should be 23. There we are. So 103 nautical miles to the next destination, which is Liverpool. So where did we take off from? CYTN. And we are heading to Liverpool. CYAU. There we go. I forgot you could put it in manually. Which is ironic given I'm the developer, but okay. CYAU, which should be Liverpool, but why is it called Greenfield? Okay, I need to update that in the database. There we go. Weather's clearing up. Actually, let's fly towards the coast, I think. So let's add... let's just go to heading mode here. There we are. And let's add... Let's go here, flight plan. And let's add... ACADN, 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 enter. There we are. And then, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Map. And let's fly heading. There we go. All right, heading mode. So we're going to be flying over the top of Halifax. Well, in fact, let's program Halifax in. So let's go here and go to 115.115.1 and enter. There we are. And let's head towards that. So we've got to turn right a little bit. There we go, heading towards Halifax. In fact, that should take us right there. Almost. No, we'll fly heading mode. We'll fly heading mode. There's one aircraft on the ground. Air Canada. We'll fly over the top of Halifax. Go a little bit right. So we head towards the fly over the top of Halifax. I think I've got cow flaps open, have I? There we go. Okay, so we're heading actually towards Halifax Airport, which oops, is there. Wow, not a cloud around, eh? Oh, we're going to have a lot of cloud for a while. So we'll just pass over the top of Halifax and then we will continue on our actual course. So there's Halifax. Yep, it does, doesn't it? but I'm sort of in between it. I'm in between it. We've got cloud below us and cloud above us, but I'm going right through them, sort of a gap, like a sandwich. Just make out the ground there. Maybe I should climb to 8,000 feet. What's the meta around here? So let's see. Meta CY HZ, is it? HZ. Broken at 600 feet, overcast 1,400. No way. 6,500. Okay. Bex, hello. Yes, we're doing Baron today. Oh, sorry, Bonanza. Right, the airport, Halifax, is right there. We've got an aircraft on the ground, an Air Canada somewhere. Right there, there's Air Canada. Alright, let's head towards our actual route now. Let's go. Right, we're heading towards our route. That was just a little sightseeing. Although there's not much to see on the ground there. Wow. I'm right in the middle, sort of sandwich, sort of cloud surfing. So see, Sean, it worked, right? The reset worked. I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but it works. So that's a bit weird. And I forgot I could put the ICAOs in manually, which is silly because I wrote the thing. So now you can see Trenton to Greenfield, which is actually Liverpool. Yeah. Okay. You could use a sandwich. I could as well, actually. A nice chicken mayonnaise sandwich or a tuna egg salad sandwich. Okay, resuming our planned course. I tell you, man, I mean, GA is a whole different... It's so much... There's freedom, you know? So much freedom. Okay, let's just sync our heading. Oh, what did I add? I forgot what I added. What did I add? I'm flying to... What was the... ACA Delta November. ACA Delta November. Where is that? There. Okay, perfect. So we're 57 miles from Liverpool. And we're coming in on 25. Okay. Look at it, man. Just looks so much nicer at low altitude, doesn't it? All that detail. Okay. So we are at our waypoint there. Then we head up to Levod. Wow, clouds are still quite It's about 40 miles to Levod. And then we've got... So we'll start descending before we get to Levod. I want to be 1,000 foot at Levod, is it? Okay. Oof, what is this weather? Terrible. How are we doing on our fuel? Let's switch over to the other tank. Look at that. Okay. Wow, can't see my hand in front of my face. Sync our heading. Well, actually, what is our runway heading? Let's have a look. The runway heading is 249, so we can set that up. 249, which we are pretty much on, I think. Hold on. 240, 250, there, 249. Oh, it's clearing up a little bit. So I've got the headphone simulation in, the noise cancelling. Looks nice. And then after this, we are heading to our final airport, which is Yarmouth, right on the western coast of Nova Scotia. All right. Where's Levod? How far is Levod? 18 nautical miles. So 20 to the airport. So we'll start our descent very soon. In fact, let's start a gentle descent now. There we go. There we are, nice gentle descent. I didn't see anything on the old on the weather map. Don't know how to get that working. Maybe it's tilt up. I don't know. Tilt up. Let's go to tilt up 5. And let's see. Oh, it's cleared up. Look at that. Nice. We can actually reduce our descent. So Liverpool, here we come. They've got 8 nautical miles to the airport. Pretty much in front of us. I think that's it there. Looks like it right there. There we are. There's the airport right in front of us. Okay, I have control. There we are. Drop the gear. Let's slow down. Okay. Here we go. Lovely. Welcome to Liverpool. There we go. Let's turn it around because we're taking off in that direction. So let's go round and let's go to the hangar. Oh, we got wild boar running across the runway. It's all right, 84. Hey? This is Liverpool. And then our final leg. Okay, there we go. Right, let's just hold it there. And where are we going? We are going to... So CYAU. Let me just reset the progress bar and pre-flight. There we are. CYAU to where? CYQI. Quebec, India. There we are. Okay. Let's go. Are we okay for fuel? Yeah, we got loads of fuel. There we go. All right, let's go. Actually, let me just set up the arrival there. Puton. Ditos. There we go. So let's go to there. Flight plan. There. And then let's go to Dutos. Delta Uniform Tango Oscar Sierra. There we are. Enter. Okay, perfect. That's all good. Let's go here. Set this up. 3,500 feet. And we will climb nice and slowly. There we go. And we are good. All right, let's go. Might need flaps 1 for this. Okay, flaps 1, let's go. There we are, lovely, gear up. And flaps up. Lovely, there we go. Nice climb. Lovely, beautiful. And we're coming in on runway 33 today. And Yarmouth. Right, runway 33. 1600, okay. So there we are, the final leg there. So we've done the whole length actually. And yeah. Oh, sorry, let me just add. There we go, and that's where we're heading. The climate is 3,500 feet. Okay, so the reset thing seems to work. So I don't know what the problem was the first time, but okay. They're coming up to 3,500 feet. Low and slow. We'll pull back on the manifold pressure as well. .22 should be okay. There we are. What do we have at the other end? Do we have some VORs? Let's have a look. Nope. Engine should be still in good condition, I would have thought. Let's see, engine condition. Oh, 100%. I haven't fried the engine yet. We can stay on the right tank for this flight. I think we're okay. So why don't I get anything in the weather radar here? Let's put it as 0, and I never understood this weather radar. Stab off. What does that mean? Tilt, stay, stab. Doesn't seem to do anything that way. Gain is full almost, yeah. Now I don't understand why we don't have weather on this. We clearly have weather. So 28 nautical miles to the airport. Where's the king of Oreos? Hello. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Bit of GA today. We're in the Bonanza. And we are doing our final leg. We've done 5 airports today. This is our 5th airport. We've done the whole of Nova Scotia, to be fair. So that's what we've done. Starting off up here. And then all the way down to Yarmouth. Oduan 9, hello, how are you? You're late to the stream, yes. Yeah, I'm almost done. This is the last airport. We did 5 airports. So, I am 20 nautical miles from the final airport. Do I play Roblox? No, I don't. So yeah, we did 5 airports. We landed at the airport, took a look around, then took off again. All in the Bonanza today. I think we'll be back to the airlines tomorrow. I might do the 737 MAX. I should try it. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I like my flight sim. And my hunting games. I know they have Flight Simulator and Roblox, right? And they have like an equivalent of VATSIM. So we are heading 33 for the runway into Yarmouth. So there we are. There's 33. So we will just set up for 33. So the airport will be over that way. Oh, yes. Why don't you sub? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So tomorrow, I think, yep, 737, probably the MAX. I can't wait till Service Pack 1 is out for the MAX. The EFB is looking stunning. And hopefully they have included the weather and some performance stuff. But yeah, I think it's almost here. Apparently some people were testing the EFB on stream. So 8 nautical miles to the waypoint, and then we turn right towards the airport. I'll start my descent at about 4 nautical miles out from the waypoint. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday. Isn't that for 2020 exclusively? No, I think it works in 2024 as well. I mean, that's what Service Pack 1 is going to handle, right? All those improvements. That's probably why it's taken quite a while. Right, so about 6 miles. So let's do a gentle descent down to 1,600 feet. Bring our power back 1,700. Okay, we are the Kings. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. Okay, descending to 1,600 feet for our final airport. Okay, whoa, why? Aye. Okay, let's take this. I have control. My bad. But that's the beauty of GA. There we are. There we go. But I have no idea where to go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Let's have a look. Where is over there? Is it? Okay. Not much goes on at this airport. 2 runways and it's only got 3 gates. This is Yarmouth. $41. Let's finish it off with there we go. Right, one of these guys here. There he is. How do I get in there? Oh, there he is. No, it's that guy there. Yeah, GSX isn't really set up for... Yeah, screw that guy. We'll go over to this guy. This guy's better. There's too much equipment for GSX on a GA aircraft.
Traffic.
There we are. Lovely. Okay. There you go. All right. We're good. Parking brakes on. And shut down. Prop. There we go. And there. All right. We're good. Let's go down here. That can all go off. And that off. Okay. Blower off. Avionics off. And there, and batteries off. There we go. Lovely. We're all good. And we are good. Cabin door open. All right. Perfect. Lovely. There we go. Welcome to Yarmouth, our final airport of the flight in the lovely Bonanza. How nice is that? New skies. Fabian, hello. So there we go. Beautiful. I enjoyed that. I do like a bit of GA now. GA is interesting. Nice, low and slow. So that's what we did. That's what we did. We started off on the east side of Nova Scotia, northeast, and then flew all the way. 5 airports: Sydney, Port Hawkesby, Trenton, Liverpool, and Yarmouth. And yeah, final destination. Lovely. And I'm happy to report StreamFlight. Just one little glitch, but I don't know why that's caused, but otherwise it worked quite well. So you can touch and go, so you can land at the airport, don't shut down your engines, and reset the flight phase in progress, enter the new destination manually into StreamFlight, and it will carry on with the progress bar. So nice, that worked as it should. So nice. All right, that is it from me. Thank you everyone for being here. Sean, thank you for the bits, my friend. Thank you so much. Right, let's see who's up. Who's up? Anyone else? Anyone I haven't? Let's see. Bison, what's he doing? Brisen, what does he do? No. Let's raid someone I've not raided before. Category, same category. Let's see. Jet to the point. He's finished. French, no. Spanish. A real 787 pilot. Oh, he could be interesting. Yeah, let's go and see this real. He's Spanish and English. So yeah, let's go and sort him out. Okay. All right. I will see you all soon. Tomorrow we'll do. I'm thinking the max tomorrow. In the meantime, thank you everyone for being here, and yeah, I will see you all soon. All right. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.